Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Elizabeth and this is The Joyful Sojourn, a community of people that love stationery and planning and doing things creatively. And if that sounds like it's up your alley, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel. I'm really looking forward to today's video because one, I really need the month of August set up for work, but two, I'm going to be combining a couple of different things. Excuse me, let me take a sip of water. I'm combining a couple different things that I've never done before and I think could look really pretty at the end. I'm like really excited. My creative juices are a-flowing, okay? So this is an Erin Condren. What is this, an A5 or a 7x9? I always forget. 7x9? I can't remember. But this is the monthly planner from, it was January. Okay, so we're halfway through, and the monthly layout from Erin Condren, at least from last year's release, it gives you the monthly overview, a monthly dashboard, and then 5 pages of lined paper, which is fabulous for someone like me that does lots and lots of lists. And last month I posted for the first time a monthly planner plan with me in an Erin Condren. It was, I think, the first time I had decorated an Erin Condren planner, and you guys really liked it. So I'm back. I'm back, friends, and we're going to decorate this thing today. We're going to set up multiple pages that I use for work, which is someone that has lots. I'm self-employed, so I have contract work, and I do social media stuff. So we are going to be using stickers from PlannerKate and excuse me, CasstheticPlans. I don't know which is going to work here, what's going to match with this. My biggest gripe with kit situations is most of the time sticker kits don't include a lot of decorative stickers, and I like to add decorative elements. And for people that plan with kits, the decorative elements come from boxes, and that's cool. That's just different from my style. And so I have to pull decorative stickers from somewhere else because this isn't enough for me. But let me just show you the kit I'm using. I'm using MK 738, which I think was like called Vibes. I think it was like boho vibes or something like that. And I really liked the colors. So when I buy kits or like individual stickers, add-on stickers from PlannerKate, I'm not thinking about them as kits that have to be used in a specific month. I ask myself, do I like the colors? Do I like the colors on those stickers and when I use them? If the answer is yes, then I like getting a variety of different sizes and shapes of those stickers. So if you see a highlight over the PlannerKate part, it means it was part of a Misfit grab bag. So most of these are from a Misfit, and I think that's how I discovered that I liked them, and then I picked up some more functional boxes. But let me show you what we have here. I don't know what we're going to use, but we have 738, which is the colorway, the design. This is the Hobo Cousin Weekly. So it's a Q4. This is the sampler C. This is Q7. That's just washi tape. And this is for cousin. So this is for A5. So this must be a 7x9 planner. I should know these things. This is for the A5 Daily Duo. We have mixed scripts A010. We have thin washi A06. And then we have Days and Bullets, pattern labels, these guys, which I'm not a huge fan of. R4, these are Hobo Weeks weekly stickers, but these longer ones can be used in any planner. And then we have mini labels. These are 1-inch labels, A022. And then my favorite sheet is A023 dash labels. And these are 1.5 inches, which is pretty standard for a lot of vertical planners. So I really like this one. If I really like a colorway in a sticker kit, then I'll go over to A023 and get the dash labels because it's one of the lower priced items. It gives me the colors that I want in that dash design. So I have a lot of these, which is why we're going to use these over multiple pages. And then I grabbed decorative sticker books from CasstheticPlans, and I will leave these shops linked down below. But these are older books. Hopefully there's some available. But first, from Hidden Jungle, I thought that some of these jungle stickers might, at least on paper, because Decorative stickers print differently based on the material, so they're more vibrant on the clear, but on the paper, I thought that this could be a really nice match. And I think it was just those ones. Oh, and then I think this one had texture. Yeah, this has texture pieces that reminded me of the texture here, that kind of boho vibes. So potentially we could have a 2-page spread using these Hidden Jungle stickers with some of these texture pieces. So that was Hidden Jungle. In Tropical Abstract, there are these black silhouette stickers of like palm trees, because August, we're not quite back to school, and so it might be fun to do some more kind of tropical things. And these could layer easily on top of some of these wider washi strips. So I was thinking about stealing some clear black stickers from here for a 2-page spread. And then Desert Oasis. This is a really pretty sticker book. And the large elements, where are they? We've got like, I just feel like the oranges and stuff could match. Even this guy, although these are palm tree, or what are they called? I can't remember. But I could avoid in a spread, avoid these ones and stick to the more kind of earthen colors and like boxes like this and use those. But then on the paper, like, look at this. I feel like on the paper version, I might be able to get away with some of these if I wanted to do a, again, it just depends on the colors I choose, but if I stuck to more of the orange and maybe the pinks, I could get away with some of the desert ones, especially on paper. So can you see why I got a little excited about this? Because, I mean, even like these ones, I feel like we could have a little bit of fun here. Can you guys like smell what I'm cooking? I'm into it. So normally I like my decorative stickers to be cohesive across whatever kind of subject area or the period of time that I'm working on. But because I don't have stickers that perfectly like go with this, and I have 3 sticker books with potential, we might have every 2-page layout be a different sticker book. Huh? And as we flip through, the stickers that are functional will bring the whole thing together, but then the decorative elements will change every time I turn the page in August. What do you guys think? Are we ready for this? Okay, so let's talk about what, actually, let's not talk, let's just do it. The monthly overview is where I put like deadlines and releases so I can see them contextually on the calendar. But primarily I put my YouTube schedule here so I can kind of move things around and know kind of where my videos need to lie based on releases. So let's just go ahead and get started. And I think because this might be the only spread where these are going to be relevant, and this is a long enough, actually, that'll be long enough if I do some decorative elements. Let's do this guy. I'm going to use these here, and I'm just going to cover up where it says August, because we can do August in a more fun way. Okay, so grab that guy. And, oh, we do have days of the week that we can use to redate this guy. Why not, right? I have them. They were in a misfit, so we're going to use what we have today. So since we're going with these guys, they're not palm fronds. I can't think of what they're called right now. But since we're going with these, let's go to a more, I mean, technically Hidden Jungle has the same leaves on it, so I could have a lot of fun with this one. I don't like to cover up too much because I need this to be functional. So let's just take this corner piece. We're going to keep this monthly pretty darn simple. I'm going to take this corner piece and throw it down here like that. And I do think we should, since we have these guys, the days and bullets, we might as well make it pop, right? Should we do it? Use this one. I do like the Sunday start element to this, so I don't need to redate it. I'm tempted to, but I'm not going to because it's too much work. But I do want to add my monthly. I don't have a monthly word, so let's go to my reusable album here, where I've collected a variety of scripts, and hopefully I have a giant August. Should we do typewriter font? Or, ooh, I kind of like the black label. I think this is, where's this from? This is from Lauren Phelps Designs, I think. And I feel like we need another kind of decorative element over here. Pull that out, pretty much finish that sticker sheet. Or I could just put this guy here because I do love a layer. No, I think it needs to go over there, which means I need another paper sticker. Here's a partial. Let's use this partial. And I'll just tuck it in right there and layer that right there. All right, so there's August. And then let's use one of these labels. Do we do a fun Bujo one? I think we do. Let's go with a lighter color green because I don't think we're going to use the green very much on this monthly situation. So we'll do that. And what I like to log here is various stat information. So we could do fun little boxes. What word do we want? I think I want like track or something like that. To do release to contact. There's no like, I guess we could do don't forget. I'm trying to just use what I have here. Don't forget. And then I want to use these cuties, these little 1-inch labels, and I'm going to vary my colors going down. And we're going to use some PlannerKate squiggly arrows as we go. And what I use these for is to log changes in follower and subscriber count. So we'll do these guys. So it'll be start of the month, end of the month. And we will repeat again. Start of the month and end of the month. And let's grab my, make sure you guys can still see me here, my miscellaneous gobbledygook, guys. And we've got all these like little arrows that have been from random kit situations. And I just want to do like a fun way to show the changes from the beginning of the month to the end of the month with these little arrows. Cute, right? So one will be Instagram, one will be YouTube, and actually have these guys here ready to go. So let's do YouTube. This will be Instagram, and then I don't currently have a TikTok sticker, so I'll do TikTok sticker here once I have one. But here I'll be able to put like my start of the month, end of the month, start of the month, end of the month, etc. And then just for kicks, because we have these fun elements, why not? I'm going to add a little spacing here, and maybe we'll just have it be like my totals, monthly totals. I also like to put like tally up the number of like pieces of content I posted, etc. Let's use these little guys, because why not? These will just be just random totals. Keeping it pretty simple here. Simple as we add all these little boxes. So this is just a fun way to show my changes in follower and subscriber count. This is where I'm going to log my YouTube videos and releases. I can't do that on camera because, well, it's confidential information. But my monthly's done. Very simple, very clean, very easy. And now let's turn the page and figure out how I want to do this. I like the tracking box, so I'm not going to cover that up, but we can make it look a little cuter, don't you think? And whatever I decorate, whatever theme I go with on this side, I'm going to want to repeat over on this side. And this is going to be high level overview of the month. This is going to be a weekly overview of like things I'm working on each week. So I'm going to have week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, etc. That's my plan. And that'll probably be, again, kind of planning out on pencil my YouTube schedule and like my focus for each week. So it's almost like a weekly planning page. Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Coming over to this side, and I don't need a full situation. I don't need a ton of space on here. So we're going to use a bigger sticker. But thinking about which decorative sticker book I want to use for this one, I think I want to stick with the jungle one. Let's just get all the hidden jungle themed items out of the way first. So I'm going to use the giant waterfall here to kind of set the tone. Although, not going to lie, very tempted. What do I need on this page? On the dashboard, I like to have the release deadlines, like priorities. Kind of another way to, I do have some duplicate information over here, but I don't think I need the whole thing. So guys, we're gonna just go for it. We're just gonna lay this whole thing down, and it is going to, if I can get this lined up proper, it's gonna just cover up this box. And I can put functional boxes over this if I want to. I definitely want to put some sort of cute thing down for goals. We do have these like solid boxes. I want to cover that up. I could do my like top 3 priorities here, and to make that look fun and to use the stickers that I'm pretty sure I won't use on another spread, we could go like this with these boxes and then just go across this way. Let's see. That one, this one. We'll just do our top 3 priorities over here. And let's do this guy again. Ooh. don't like the placement of that one. Yeah, I kind of want to go that way. There we go. Go that way. All right, so top 3 priorities, pretty simple. Not too worried about that. I don't have any, this is not a kit that is custom fit for this stuff, so I kind of limited in how I can cover things up. I do have these strips here, so I can use this guy. Why not? Throw that down there. And then let's see, we have so many different script options. I need like weekly reset, watching, listening. I need like priority or because this is going to be my releases and like deadlines, and these are going to be actual like dates that are important, like priority dates. None of these are quite accurate. So I think what we'll do is grab, right? Maybe one of these guys. It's very tone on tone. Not sure I like that. I think I want a dash box. Let's go with, we'll go with a pinky one. And just layer it on top. And there's not even like a priority sticker. Priority. Okay, so we're gonna do, we'll just do important dates, maybe. Important dates. And I do work with several companies, and I have deliverables and deadlines and stuff like that. So I do need to log those, and I want to log, you know, the dates that are obviously important for like new releases and stuff. If I am sharing something new, I want to add like these little guys for dates. So this is just kind of a cute way to mark dates. I can't write down these dates on camera. A lot of them I actually know already, but it's not public information, so I can't share them yet. And I want to go all the way down because for the important dates, I'm going to include not only like new releases, but project deadlines, and I have multiple project deadlines. So we will just do that. And then for tracking, I want this to be for tracking, but I want to mimic the look that I did up here. So let's find these strips again. And maybe we'll just invert with our colors. Let's see if I can get this lined up similarly to up above. And then we used the box sticker that kind of closes partially. Oh, and then I've got these little strips. Those are cute too. We'll use those. Don't worry. We have a ways to go, friends. So buckle up, Buttercup. We have a ways to go. Where did those go? Oh, my Lanta. Hold on. Let me move this out of the way. Too many options here. Okay. Let's try this again. Probably not going to use those. Probably will use those. Probably not going to use those. Might use those. Where did those? There they are. Took me long enough. We don't have another pink one, so we're going to, like I said, we're going to invert. It's the same color-ish. So I'm going to put that there. And this is just going to be like track. Okay. And the habits I like to track are respond to comments. I'm so behind on responding to comments. IG stories. IG post or reel. And then YouTube. This is really just for me to have a high level full month view of when I did each of these things. And off camera, I will go in and add numbers to this whole situation. Okay, so we are good on my dashboard, but now we need to set up my kind of weekly overview. Let me go back to this and see how many for the most part, basically 4 full weeks. So for this, we might actually use these guys for our date span. So do I want to do, hold on, I want to add another decorative element here. Choose one of these big guys. Add this on this side. Line it up to the second line down. Hope I'm on the page. I am. And we're going to stick with jungle on this one. And I'm going to grab this piece. And hope that this it doesn't. So we're going to grab another piece of this. Actually, go all the way across. Do a little trimsky. And add an element here. Of course, I like things in sets of 3. So I need something up here. What did I put last month? I don't know. I think I put something like the plan or something like that. So maybe that's what we'll do. So this will be the plan. And it's really like my weekly plan for work. High level, again. Let's use, man, are we going to use all these? Kind of think so. Week 1. Week 2. Week 3 and week 4-ish. And I say ish because week 1, I'm just going to have it be Sunday the 3rd. So 3 through 9. So I'm going to take these guys and I'm going to use them here. 3 through 9. And then 10 through 16. This might drive someone crazy because you're going to have a bunch of random leftover numbers, but if this is how I'm using them, then they're not going to waste. 17 to 23. 17 through 23. 24 through 30. 24 through 30. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yep, we still have room. Okay, so, and then I just add a little line. This is where if I had those new stickers from PlannerKate that have the days of the week going down vertically, that, you know, the abbreviated days of the week, that would have been a nice item to have here. And I did actually order some. So in future months, I would put the vertical stickers Monday through, I mean, they're Monday through Sunday, but that's fine. I would put them down here. And then in pencil, I kind of, over the course of the month, play around with different pieces of content and where I want them to fit. And I like that, having this here next to the important dates, because, you know, if something is releasing on the 4th, then I know that this week I'm going to want to acknowledge that with my content. So we're going to leave this just as it is. I could add more decorative elements. In fact, why don't we just, for kicks and to bracket this whole thing, I'm going to grab this thin piece of washi and just throw it down at the bottom, like so. And we have a very clean and cohesive situation. I'm always tempted to add more stickers, but we're going to leave this open. And then as my month goes down, we can play around. So monthly, and then our kind of monthly overview. Now we get into the complicated stuff. So the next layout I like to do is like income and expenses, and then I like to have an open notes page because I don't know what I'm going to use it for. And then I like to have a content tracker and list of ideas, and then I have 2 brands that I work with and do projects for, Archer and Olive, and Cocoa Daisy. I want to have more dedicated space for them this month. So the next 2-page spread is going to be, I wonder if I should do content and ideas and do like income and expenses last. And let's switch decorative styles. Okay, so we used Hidden Jungle. We're going to retire her for the time being. And let's jump over to, maybe we do income and expenses and we use Desert Oasis. So let's jump to the stickers I was thinking of using. And for income and expenses and notes, the notes page was going to be, I didn't have a plan for it quite yet. So that means I have more room for activities. So that's fun. Let's, again, mix and match here. I'm going to lay down this big guy over here. Lay this guy down first. So this is my notes page that I'll have a, you know, I'll just have it available if I want to take notes on anything. You can tell that this is a oopsie from a Misfit bag because there is a color across the, like a line going across the page, but that kind of stuff doesn't really bother me too much. We're just going to throw that down there. And I think we should stick with the more like browns and pinks on this one. We could use some of that. Let's kind of want to do this one up here. So let's do it. For our notes, just I'm trying to line that up to the line. It's very satisfying using misfit stickers. If you've collected like oopsie stickers, there's something really satisfying specifically about using up those sheets. I don't know what it is, but it feels great. All right, this guy, we're going to repeat over on this side because it's here. So why not? Try to get this lined up. I'm gonna go all the way. Go pretty close to the edge there. Don't worry, we'll fill this in. And I want to fill it in. Let's go back to this guy for a second. Forgot about the tent. I love the tent. The tent is so cute. Will I have enough room for income and expense? Well, probably enough room for income and expenses if I put the tent over here. I think so. So we're going to do it. I'm going to put this giant tent sticker as I rip it, trying to pull it down. I'm going to put this giant tent sticker down. This is what was missing from the other one. This didn't have a flat bottom edge, and I don't think I can lift it now, because what would be awesome is if I could, ooh, can we lift it? If I can lift this guy up. We did it. And I'm going to try to grab bigger scissors. Make sure you guys can still see me. I'm always worried that I'm getting out of frame here. I'm just going to cut as straight of an edge as possible with my slice of stickers. There we go. This is going to make a bit more sense to me over here. So now I can get this pretty darn close to the bottom corner, like that. There we go. And then we can lay this guy back down like that. Did I go over? Nope. And I can take this other brown guy and do the same thing. Just on this bottom line, go all the way across. I could cut it, actually. I want to. I'm kind of nervous to do that. No, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it going across, because why not? Or I could add kind of like an additional situation here. I feel like it's got too much excess white though. This kind of decorative stuff is so satisfying to me. I've really been enjoying using functional stickers more. I've always been just a decorative sticker person, and then I leave the rest to pen. I don't like doing a lot of clusters with like boxes and deco. I do mostly deco, but I have really been enjoying some of these boxes, which has made me pivot a little bit in my planning style. Yeah, just to see how I can get things to work for me. I'm gonna do that. Kind of softens that corner a little bit. And technically I could do the same thing with another sticker over here. because I actually do like the way that that turned out. Do we want to do it? Like add one of these guys. That one's got too much white space, I think. We could add one of these, which would mean cutting a straight edge, trimming off this guy. Should probably keep these pieces if I can. And this guy's got a little bit too much excess white for me, but I still want really soft flowing curves. That's where the smaller scissors come in handy. These are Archer and Olive scissors. I think I got them in a sub box several years ago, and then they ended up coming out with them on the website. Joyful 10 will save you 10% off at Archer and Olive if you want to check those out. I'm gonna lay that guy down and trim that off just right there. Still a little bit more like white that I would love to get rid of, but we're just not going to fiddle with it because we have several pages to go. So now I need to actually set up some structure here, and of course I've got some open space up at the top. So the first thing I want to do is actually split this page with my income and expense information. So I'm just kind of going at what looks like a halfway point. Trim that. Kind of an odd space to have it on the cactus. That's okay. Let's trim this guy right there. And then we definitely need another decorative element. And then my headers, and we've got this gal. She looks so serious. Why don't we just go with like something like this, kind of artsy fartsy like that. Why not? Let's go with it. We're gonna do that, and then let's add some boxes. Which ones do we want to use? I really would love to finish some sticker sheets today. So I might want to focus on specific ones. Let's go with this one here and go matchy matchy. This is a daily duo sticker. I wish it had dashes, but c'est la vie. And then we have, this is going to be income and expenses. And then it is helpful to have, I'll just know to do date, date where it came from and amount, date where I shopped from and amount. So we're not going to do anything more complicated than that, just to make sure we have space. That open space, a little annoying. So see if we can find, I mean, we've got like these pink ones. No. Nope, nope, nope. I don't have any like journaling stickers from this collection, but I could rock and roll with a little rippage. don't have an immediate use for this sticker, so we're just gonna lay this guy down. Hold up. Let's see if we can lift this guy back up. I don't worry about the PlannerKate stickers. Those come up easy peasy, but can we lay this guy down? And then, I don't want any harsh edges here. Lay this guy down. No. Hold on. Hold on, guys. We're making a mess. I know that I want to do what I'm doing. I just need to execute it a little bit better. Let's put this guy here. Just to ensure that that is butted up proper. And then put that guy there. And then if I can't recover this guy, then we'll find a different sticker to put in the corner. It's a little wonkadoo, little wonky, but I don't hate it. Kind of funny going from jungle to desert. I feel like we need something there, you guys. I do. Those are clear, and I'm pretty sure I want to stick with paper, but we do have the clear version. No. Nope. Ooh, that's pretty. Bear with me, friends. We are clustering things up. Do I have another paper sticker that matches the vibes? Ooh, that is very pretty. That blue succulent. Okay, hold on. Straight edge. Trim the excess. That's the one thing with sticker books versus if you buy sticker sheets from small shops. Their cuts are going to be much more risky. And you're going to get a lot closer to the image. Whereas sticker books that are mass produced or like produced by a manufacturer, they're not going to take that risk quite as much. That there is a harsh edge. I think we can and we will, friends. Not my favorite look over here, but we're gonna go with it. And I want a longer sticker for finance or like budget is what I want it to say. So could just take this guy. Throw it down here. kind of play with layers. Playing with layers here. That looks a little crooked. I am too low at my desk. I'm realizing. Sitting too low. But this is going to be finance. Finance. I'll just leave it just like that. Okay, so there's my finance stuff for the month. Over here is open notes, but I think it would be nice to have a little bit of structure. So let's grab one of these guys. And it's pretty aggressive. Do we want to add any decorative elements? Oh, those are pretty. Look at these. Like an extra banner situation. It's a pretty big banner. Pretty big banner. And I'm not convinced that that is a nice fit for the PlannerKate. Let me go back and see if we've got any more. We could do, we've got like cacti. No, too tall. Maybe we just keep it simple. Pop this guy here. That's a big sticker. We don't need one that big. Probably would do just fine with one of these. Too small? A little bit. I don't like that one either. So many box stickers, and yet I'm just not sure. You know what? These are nice. And they're a nice length as well. We're going to do this. So it's like coordinated, but not too matchy-matchy. Although that makes me want to change that guy out. So let's do noted. And I actually am going to take this guy out because I'm not convinced of that. And I see an opportunity to change up the colors. Do we want them to be cohesive or complementary? I think I want to do I don't like that one either. Go back to the orange, but at least it's dashed now. And this will be, what did I say? Finances? Finance. Okay. So we've got my income and expenses for the month. We have just notes for whatever, but at least it looks cute. It's ready to go. Next would be content and ideas. This, the ideas page is free flowing. I can do whatever I want decoratively. The content ideas has a little, or not content ideas, the content tracking is a little bit more involved. So get ready for this one. Let me take a look and see how I did it in a previous month. Sorry, I can't show you guys this. Okay. Yeah, I was really happy with how that turned out. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then a big 8. 7 and a big 8. Okay, so I need 7 columns. And I'm gonna use pen. I'm gonna use pen. And I think I want to, let's figure out, I don't think I'm going to do any crazy deco on this side. So let's just focus on, just see if there's any, like this would be a fun, this would be a fun 2-pager for the black silhouettes. But let's use, man, I wish I had more foundational pieces to get my header started. And since I only have this one and these like super thin strips, unless I want to pull out washi, I kind of have to use these ones. So, not my favorite. That, or we have a little bit of fun here. Should we have a little bit of fun here? Let's just have a little bit of fun here. We're using all the things, guys. Go all the way across. Look how much that used. That actually feels quite great. So this is my content list, mostly YouTube, I think. And I want to have a little bit more structure to this. So I'm just going to outline these guys and add dashes because I think they look cool when they're outlined and have dashes. So let's do this. It's so funny. This takes me like all this time, and really all I'm doing is doing headers and footers on each page. But this is fun for me, and I hope it's fun for you guys to watch. You got to keep letting me know if you want to see these monthly like notebook setups, because if you do, I'll try to do them every month for you guys. Even if you don't have an Erin Condren planner, this is basically me using a notebook and doing fun headers that are for my work. So anybody could use any notebook and do the same thing, you know? So I hope that this, inspires you to get creative. That was super messy, but don't worry. Once we're done, it'll all come together. I'm just going to do stitching on this to make it look like patches. So I outlined it, and now I'm just adding stitching, keeping mindful of which sticker is in the front, which one's in the back, so that they make sense how they're layered. It's getting really hot in here. I think it's going to be like 100 degrees today. And I'm just realizing my phone is probably going to overheat. If I lose you guys, it's because my phone overheated. Or I overheated, and I'll have to come back and do what I did. Because that happened last month. My phone overheated, and I think you guys didn't see how I finished things up. So hopefully that does not happen. I need to move a little bit more quickly. A lot of effort for a header, but I think it looks cute. So this is my content, and I think for kicks, because Conten. Okay, so I can't do a perfect, can't spell content out perfectly, but I mean, we could really kind of change things up and grab my alpha sticker book and have a little bit of fun here. Let's see, Con. I only have one N of, oh wait. Let's do it. These are from Everyday Explorers. And I'm just gonna layer these guys. C, O, oop, N, Cont, E, and then I need to, did I say these were Everyday Explorers? These are Everyday Explorers. They're like vinyl stickers. I love the look of these. E, N, T. This is a totally different looking layout over on this side compared to what we've already done. But we're still using the same kits, which is kind of fun. So now for structure. So I need to grab my ruler and actually need to go back and look at what my categories were. Let me go back in June. So in June, my categories were the video, and it's a checklist. So film, pics, load, description, my thumbnail, I scheduled it, and then it went live. Those were the categories. And I do this because oftentimes I'll do things in batches, like I'll film a few videos and then I have to go back and do each of the steps for each video and I forget what I've already done. And so I like to track on here where I'm at with each piece of content. So I think we can go as high as here. And I'm going to start from the right and move backwards because I mostly want to make sure that I have enough room for all of my categories. So live, and everything's kind of abbreviated. So live, and then schedule, and then thumb, and description, load, pics, and film. Okay, so those are the different steps. And then of course there is the video itself. And I like to have some lines, but I don't like them to be too like aggressive. So I'm going to use this Tombow, it's the N89, and I'm just going to use it to draw some lines here. And I'm going to go all the way down. I'm just drawing lines. They might be a little crooked, but I don't care about that so much. And I just use a dot pen and do a little dot as I complete each task for a video. And I know that you can do this on an app or like on your computer, but there's no replacement for me for just writing it down and crossing it off. I just prefer it. So there's my checklist for my content. I feel like we could add, should we add a squiggly line to be extra playful? We're going to basically lose this top guy, but this top row, I think that's okay because it looks cute and we're just having fun here. So there's my different steps, and I have room for, and actually am going to write this down because I am curious, always curious about how many pieces of content I can create in 1 month. So I'm gonna number this and presume, I think June was a really high month for me. I think I had like 18 videos or something. I can't do that in August. August, I don't have regular daycare for Esther. So you're going to see probably less content from me in August. But I have 22 lines here for 22 potential pieces of content. So that is the content, like actual to doing content. And then over on this side is my ideas list. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm not going to pull from a decorative sticker book. I'm just going to see if I can make a banner up at the top look cute. So, and I know that I'm running out of time. I might have to stop after this because it is getting super hot and my watch died actually. So I don't know what time it is. Reckless. So, and I can tell by the sun coming in that the time's a-changing. So I'm going to lay this guy down. What did I say this was for? This was for just an ideas list. So this is kind of like notes, basically. And I'm going to, let's do two. Let's do two of these. Just, again, this is all I'm going to be doing for, like, fun. I guess we could do a little... Got like these little guys. Seems so rinky-dink after doing all these big decorative stickers. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. I wish I had more decorative elements, you guys. I just need I just need it to say ideas. So, you know, I could use, like, these guys are so ridiculously small. I D A wait, I D E A S. Let's do it. Let's just, we're gonna lay these guys down. Again, I'm trying to make this look cute while not adding decorative elements to this 2-page situation. And I want consistency though, so let's go back to our Everyday Explorers stickers. And hopefully they're narrow enough to, I'm gonna use up this sheet first. Hopefully they're narrow enough to, oh yeah, let these guys shine still. I-D E A. I just like having a place where I can brain dump ideas. That's what this is for. And it's nice having it next to the content page because I can move items that were over in ideas to the content list if I want to. The other thing I could do if I wanted to add some more cutesy moments. Wasn't there a sheet that had stars? Oh, just 2, really? I thought I had more. I thought I had more stars. I guess if I go to my reusable album, let's go back over. Got some kind of smoky colors that I can tap from, I think. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we can easily add some of these guys. Those colors are a little different. Those were green. Oh, here's like yellow. Should we add a little bit of yellow? Sure. And these are different sizes, which is quite nice. Bam. Okay. So we have my content list for the month, and then we have a page for ideas. Let me actually just lift this up. So content, and ideas. Not bad for faking decorative, right? Okay. So the final 2 pages are my brand specific pages, and we're already over an hour and I can't keep going. So I'm going to have to pause the video at this point, or end the video at this point, and I'm going to do these on my own. And what I'll probably do is take from, I really like these ones from Tropical Abstract, so I'll probably do that. And if I can, I will share them over on Instagram. I'll just share a quick flip through of how this turned out so that you guys can see the final product with the other decorative elements. So here is August monthly. This will get filled in with additional white dash boxes with my YouTube content. Then we have my maybe top 3 priorities for the month, important dates. So I'll put the date number here and then what they are, the things I'm going to track, plain and simple. This is the plan for each week in August, what I am roughly planning to post. And I'll keep it in pencil and move things around as I go. Then I have my finance pages for income and expenses. I have a notes page for, sorry, the sun here, notes page for whatever I want. And we used the Desert Oasis. And then we did not use decorative stickers here, but we made a cute 2-page spread for my content. And then I'll have an Archer and Olive twofer and a Cocoa Daisy twofer. All right, friends, hope that this was fun. I'm sorry to cut it short, even though this has been super long. Like I said, I used 738 from PlannerKate. Most of these were from Misfits, and I combined them with a bunch of stickers from CasstheticPlans, Tropical Abstract, not yet, but Desert Oasis, and Hidden Jungle. And I have a feeling this is probably something I'm going to do more frequently, is pull functional stickers from other shops and then go back and start using my sticker books for the decorative stuff, because there doesn't seem to be, shops like PlannerKate they don't do these. They don't do the decorative stickers, which I need in my life. So if you have any questions, leave them down below. Please follow me over on Instagram. My handle is The Joyful Sojourn, and that is where you often will see things once they're completely done. So we continue the party over there. And if you want to hang out with me again, I sure hope that you do. I plan in all kinds of different planners. I am not a brand person, so I use all of the things. And if you like that kind of variety and you can see how some of the techniques I use in my current videos can transform into whatever planner you're using, then I hope that this is a really good place for you to be, especially if you have a notebook, a regular notebook, and you just want to make it look cute with headers. Like, I got you. So I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel. And until next time, friends, God bless you. God bless you and keep you. Do something creative today, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.